Hello everyone and welcome to all of you. Dear student, we have already discussed in the previous lecture test of significance based on Z test. In previous lecture we have already discussed the assumption of Z test, application of Z test, formula and example of Z test. Dear students, if we draw one sample from large population and our sample size also large, that is n is greater than to 30, and we also known as population standard deviation, then we use Z test. But if we draw one or two sample from large population and their sample size is less than 30, so in this condition we use student t-test. Okay, so in this lecture video we will discuss on the topic of test of significance based on t-test. Okay, dear student, now what is student t-test? Dear student, when the sample size is smaller, the ratio z equal to x bar minus mu divided by s upon under root n. This s upon under root n is also called as a standard error. So this z will follow t distribution and not the standard normal distribution. Hence the test statistic is given as t equal to x bar minus mu divided by s upon under root n. Okay, which follows normal distribution with mean mu and unit standard deviation. This follows a t distribution with n minus 1 degree of freedom, which can be written as t n minus 1 degree of freedom. Dear student, this fact was brought out by Sir William Gosset and Professor R.A. Fisher. Sir William Gosset published his discovery in 1905 under the pen name Student, and later on developed and extended by Professor R.A. Fisher. He gave a test known as t-test. Okay. Assumption of t-test. First is population are normally distributed. Okay, population are normally distributed. And second assumption of t-test, n is less than to 30. And third assumption, population standard deviation sigma are unknown. Okay, there are three assumption of student t-test. Okay, now application or uses of student t-test. First application of student t-test, to test the single mean in single sample case. Okay, dear student, here this condition, if our population here and we draw one sample from large population and its sample size n is less than 30. Okay, and population standard deviation are unknown, so we use student t-test, and the first condition to test the single mean in single sample case. Okay, now second application or uses of student t-test, to test the equality of two means in double sample cases. First case independent sample and second case dependent sample. It is also called paired t-test. Okay, third application of student t-test, to test the significance of observed correlation coefficient. Fourth, to test the significance of observed partial correlation coefficient. Fifth, to test the significance of observed regression coefficient. In this lecture video, we will discuss on the first, second and third application of student t-test. Okay, now first application of student t-test, test for single mean. from the null hypothesis h naught equal to mu naught, and that is there is no significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean. And second, from the alternative hypothesis h1, mu does not equal to mu 0. There are different conditions. If mu greater than to mu 0 or mu less than to mu 0, that is there is no significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean. Third, level of significance. The level may be fixed at either 5% or 1%. Dear student, in agriculture data, we use 5%. Okay. Now, fourth step of testing of hypothesis, the test strategy. If our sample size n is less than 30 and population parameter unknown, so we use test statistic T. What is T? X bar minus mu divided by S upon under root n, which follows T distribution with n minus 1 degree of freedom, and where x bar equal to xi minus summation xi divided by n, and s is called as standard deviation. Its formula is under root summation x square minus summation x divided by n whole square, and subdivided by n by n minus 1. Fifth, find the table value of t corresponding to n minus 1 degree of freedom and the specified level of significance. And sixth and last step of test of significance, conclusion. If calculated t is less than to tabulated t, then we accept the null hypothesis and we conclude that there is no significant difference sample mean and population mean. Or if t calculated t is greater than to tabulated t, then we reject the null hypothesis, that is we accept the alternative hypothesis and conclude that there is significant difference between the sample mean and the population mean. Okay. Now the example. Based on field experiment, a new variety of green gram is expected to give a yield of 12 quintals per hectare. The variety was tested on 10 randomly selected farmers' fields. The yield is given by quintal per hectare, where recorded as 14.3, 12.6, 13.7, 10.9, 13.7, 12.0, 11.4, 12.0, 12.6 and 13.1. Now the solution. Null hypothesis S naught equal to, dear student, this is mu not m. Okay, this is mu equal to 12. Okay, the average yield of the new variety of green gram is 12 quintal per hectare, and the alternative hypothesis H1, mu does not equal to 12, that is the average yield is not 12 quintal per hectare. It may be less or more than 12 quintal per hectare. Now the level of significance 5%, and the test statistic use t equal to x bar minus mu divided by s upon under root n. Dear student, in this data we say that 14.3 it is x1, this is x2 dot xn. Okay, now x bar, we find the x bar, use the formula x bar equal to summation xi divided by n. Okay, So here be sum of all observation divided by number of observation. So we find x bar equal to 12.63. okay, and we also find a summation of x 126.3 and summation x square 1605.77. Then we use formula of s means standard deviation. So we find 1.0853. this is the standard deviation of sample. Now the standard error s upon under root n equal to 1.0853 divided by under root 10. Then we calculate and we find 0.3432. So now t equal to x bar minus mu divided by s upon under root n. We find 12.63 minus 12 divided by 0.3432. This 3432 is standard error. okay, 0.3432 is standard error. Standard error means s divided by under root n. okay, so this is the standard error, and 12.63 minus 12 is the difference of mean. So this is the basic of any statistic. okay, now our calculated t value is 1.836. so we compare that calculated t value is tabulated t value. Their tabulated t value for t corresponding to 5% level of significance and 9 degree of freedom is 2.262. So conclusion that t calculated is less than to t tabulated. So in this condition we accept the null hypothesis. We conclude that the new variety of green gram will give an average yield of 12 quintal per hectare. okay, dear student, now we discuss test for equality of two means independent sample. okay, dear student, if we draw two samples from two independent population. Dear student, we draw one sample from one population, that is called x bar, its mean x bar, and another population we draw one sample, it is called y bar and also called x2. okay, so now given two sets of sample observation x11, x12, x13 ... x1n and x21, x22, x23, x2n of size n1 and n2 respectively from the normal population. So first setup of test of significance is null hypothesis. There are null hypothesis mu1 equal to mu2 and alternative hypothesis mu1 does not equal to mu2. So another condition mu1 is less than mu2 or mu1 is greater than to mu2. Then we use test statistic t. Here the formula of t statistic x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by standard error of sample mean called as s square under root s square in brackets 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2, where the combined variance s square x bar 1 summation x bar 1 square minus summation x bar 1 whole square divided by n1 plus summation x2 square minus summation x2 square divided by n2. Dear students, and they are also divided by n1 plus N2 minus 2 degree of freedom. Okay, so this is the formula of variance. This is the formula of variance of sample. Okay, now the test statistic T follows T distribution with N1 plus N2 minus 2 degree of freedom. Now, so we use this formula for difference of mean. Okay, now third is equality of two means dependent sample, that is paired t-test. In the t-test, for difference between two means, the two sample were independent of each other. Let us now take particular situation where the sample are not independent experiment. It may not be possible to get required number of homogeneous experimental units. For example, required number of plots which are similar in all characteristics may not be available. In such cases, each plot may be divided into two equal parts, and one treatment is applied to one part and second treatment to another part of the plot. The result of the experiment will result into two correlated samples. In some other situation, two observations may be taken on the same experimental unit. For example, the soil properties before and after the application of industrial effluents may be observed on number of plots. This will result in paired observation. In such situation, we apply pair t-test. Suppose the observation before treatment is denoted by X and the observation after treatment is denoted by Y. For each experimental unit, we get a pair of observation X and Y. In case of n experimental unit, we get n pairs of observation like x1, y1, x2, y2 dot dot xn, yn. In order to apply the paired t-test, we find out the difference x1 minus y1, x2 minus y2 dot 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 xn minus yn and denoted them as d1, d2, dn. Now d1, d2 dot dot from a sample. Okay. Now apply the t-test procedure for one sample, that is t equal to, dear student, there are t equal to d bar divided by under root s square divided by n. Okay. Now where d bar equal to summation of di upon n, d bar equal to summation di upon n. What is di? Di is equal to x minus y. If d1 x1 minus y1, we find d1. d2 equal to x2 minus y2. Okay, so their summation of di divided by n is equal to d bar, and its variance s square equal to summation di square minus summation di whole square divided by n and also divided by n minus 1. So the mean d bar may be positive or negative, hence we take the absolute value as mod d bar. The test statistic T follows as a T distribution with n minus 1 degree of freedom. Now we saw the example. In an experiment, the plot were divided into two equal parts. One part received soil treatment A and the second part received soil treatment B. Each plot was planted with sorghum. The sorghum yield kg per plot was observed. The results are given below. Test the effectiveness of soil treatment on sorghum yield. Dear student, there are This is the table of soil treatment A and soil treatment B. Okay. Now solution. Here H naught means null hypothesis mu1 equal to mu2. Okay, there it means there is no significant difference between the effects of the two soil treatments. Okay, and the alternative hypothesis H1 m1 does not equal to mu2. This is not m, this is mu1 does not equal to mu2. It means there is significant difference between effect of two soil treatments. Now we find the level of significance. There are level of significance 5%, and the test statistic T equal to d bar divided by under root s square divided by n. Now we find d equal to x minus y. Okay. Now 49 minus 52 we get minus 3. 53 minus 55 we get minus 2, and so dot on. Okay, so we find d. There are the summation of d equal to minus 16. Now next column d square. If we can square 3, then we find plus values of 9. Okay, so this is the summation of d square. Summation of d square equal to 44. Now we use the formula of parity test. First we draw d bar equal to summation di divided by n. Summation di equal to minus 16. Okay, we put the value of summation di, and here the n is 8. Okay, so minus 16 divided by 8 we get equal to minus 2. Now we find s square means variance of parity test. S square equal to summation di square minus summation di's whole square divided by n, and also divided by n minus 1. There is equal to, if we put the value of di square here, one second, s square means summation di square. What is summation di square? 44 minus 16 divided by 8, and it's a whole square. Okay, summation di means minus 16, summation di square means 44, and put the value, then we find 1.7143. okay, now we use T parity test equal to mod d bar divided by s upon under root n. So we put the value of minus 2, the difference of mean, called as a d bar. Okay, here our d bar equal to minus 2. Okay, and we will find the value of s square 1.7143 and divided by 8, and we also find the value of value of pair t-test 4.32. Now we compare table value of t for 7 degree of freedom at 5% level of significance is 2.365. Now the conclusion inference: t calculated t is greater than tabulated t, then we reject the null hypothesis. We conclude that there is a significant difference between the two soil treatments between A and B. Soil treatment B increased the yield of sorghum significantly. Okay, dear student. So in this lecture we have discussed the three assumptions of t-test. First, for single mean. Second, two sample from independent population, and the third is two sample from dependent population. Okay, so now the